Hello everybody, happy Monday. I hope you're having a great day. I am just going to be talking about everything. First I'm going to put some primer on because I got some new products from Pharmacy. Hi Alicia! So whenever you get on here, please say hi. I cannot promise that my comments are working, so I may or may not see your comments. I don't know. Sometimes I don't see any. Sometimes I see some and I don't see the others. So if I don't say hello or respond to your comment, that is why. I promise I'm not ignoring you. But I did get a couple new things from Pharmacy, and I wanted to get on here before it was too late because Pharmacy, well, it's President's Day, so Pharmacy likes to have specials for everything. So they are offering a couple of specials. Well, actually, there's 3 specials today. One of them is that box right there. It's 4 lip glosses. I want to say it's 50. I honestly don't know the exact price. But there's a special on that, whether you get 1 or 2 of them. And then they have a special where you get free shipping if you spend $50. Normally the cutoff for free shipping is $75, and today it's $50. It's today only until 11:59 p.m. tonight Eastern time. So if any of my West Coast people see this, plan accordingly. So it's until tonight, and I feel like my voice is a little raspy because I just had such a good weekend. Such a much needed good weekend. What else do we have going on? Oh, a glitter bag. I wanted to show you this glitter bag because I know that I posted about it in my VIP group and in my stories. But sometimes it's kind of hard to justify, seeing a bag in a picture. But this is the glitter bag. It's super, super cute. And this is the inside of it. Like, it's a decent sized glitter bag. You can fit quite a bit of makeup in there. You can just throw it in your purse or, travel with it. It's super, super cute. But that is free on any $100 orders today only. So make sure that you grab one of those if you get a $100 order. They're really, really cute. What else? Okay. There's so much. So I came home over the weekend. We came back and had a Pharmacy box waiting on me, which I wasn't expecting it to ship that quick because I feel like I just ordered these last week, but they are so pretty. So pretty. So I'm excited to show you. And I wasn't sure how I was going to think about them because you know that I like easy things. I like easy makeup. I'm going to throw on some eyeshadow primer really quick. And that's why I love my creamy shadows, because they're super easy. Swipe it on with my finger and I'm done. But I'm about ready to blow your mind because these are just as, if not easier. So I'm pretty excited to show you that. But it's the new liquid eyeshadows from Pharmacy. But yes, we did have a great weekend without children, which was, it's needed. It's always needed. But I'm pretty sure that was the first time since we've had Coco that we've had a weekend to just us. Which, I mean, obviously COVID hasn't made it easy for us to do stuff like that. But we had a really, really good time together. And 2 of our friends got married. So that's always a good time. Okay, so I am using the Light Ivory Concealer Stick. I prefer the stick because for me it just covers up my pores better, and I never have that, I never have areas with under my eyes. And I think that that's important to, you don't want a bunch of creasing under your eyes and having to mess with it all day. And I don't have to do that with this, with the concealer stick. Has antioxidants in it as well, so it's really, really nice for your skin. And I was also, I'm trying to think of what I even made my headline. What did I say? Oh, I'll just tell you what we did today. Before I get into that. Because it was meditation, that's what I was going to talk to you about. My meditation challenge that I'm doing. But I wanted to talk to you today because we spent the morning at the zoo with one of the homeschool moms that I've met from homeschooling, and I try to see her pretty regularly. And she had messaged us a group message over the weekend, which I really didn't pay much attention to it because, again, we were away and just enjoying ourselves. So I wasn't focusing on work. I wasn't focusing on my phone at all. I just really I kept my phone near me in case, just so I could get children updates, but I wasn't doing much on my phone. But I knew that I had gotten a message from one of the homeschool moms saying that there was a group of homeschoolers going for a walk on one of the nature preserves, and I recognized it because I'm like, oh, I think that's close to where we live. But again, I just kind of ignored it and then read it last night so I could respond accordingly to see if we were going to go. And I Googled it just to make sure I knew which place we were talking about. And I wanted to kind of see if they had pictures of the area. And I couldn't find anything, but one of the first things that popped up was TripAdvisor, and I could tell that there were several reviews, and they were good reviews. So I clicked on it, and the first 3 or 4 that I read are all saying that it's common for a bird to land on your head. And if you know me, you know that I'm absolutely terrified of birds. So I'm reading these comments and my chest is getting tight. So I messaged her and I said, have you ever been to this park place? Because we're just going to walk around. I'm like, have you ever been there? As I said, I'm reading some reviews and I'm all for a good walk. I like walking around. Janko likes going for walks. But I'm not into birds like that. I feel like I'm having an anxiety attack just talking about going where these birds are. And she started laughing. She's like, I completely forgot that you were, had a fear of birds. She's like, yes, we've been there, and it's common for them to land on you. I'm like, thank God I Googled where I was being asked to go, because I literally would have freaked out today if I would have shown up on this nature walk and had a bird landing on my head. So, we changed plans. Well, I guess the original group of homeschoolers that was going to go weren't going anymore. So, she'd let me know, and I'm like, well, I'm definitely not going there, but I'm fine with anywhere else. So we settled on the zoo. So that was a lot of fun. Django loves going to the zoo, and naturally he likes going to the bird sanctuary, but she was there, so she took all the kids in there. So I'm like, I cannot do that. I'm not even going to try to entertain the idea that I'm okay with birds, because I'm not. And for the longest time, I used to think, well, I don't want this fear of birds to rub off on Django, and then him be afraid of birds just because I'm afraid of birds. And I lucked out because his sitter, Rita, when I was working more full-time, she would take him to the zoo a lot. They had zoo memberships, and he would always have her go in there with him, and he just fell in love with these birds, and fell in love with them so much that he didn't care if I was afraid of them. He just loves it. So it makes me feel better, because I'm like, hi Shinies, hi Dee. I'm like, I don't want that to fall onto him, but I'm not going to a preserve to walk around for a nature walk where Google reviews say that they're known to just land on you. And the mom that I saw this morning, she was like, the last time that we went there, the girl who was with us actually had her hair done like you, and like a little bun on top, and one landed right there because it's like a nest. I'm like, no. No. I would probably have been traumatized. I'm not kidding. So I'm glad we didn't go there. Okay, so I'm going to show you the two liquid shadows that I got. I'm going to do swatches for you and then apply them. And then I'm just going to chat about my meditation that I've been doing while I do my mascara. Okay, so I got 2 of the liquid shadows. They launched, I believe there's 6 new shadows of the liquid. And they launched these, actually I should say, because I know that there's at least 6 of you on here right now. Most of the time I cannot see Facebook comments. I have no idea why. So if you are chatting and I'm not responding, please know that that's why. I'm not ignoring you. Okay, so Pharmacy launched these February 1st, and they were sold out within minutes of launching. That's how much people wanted these liquid shadows. So I waited, and they came back this past week. Came back in stock. I believe they're all still in stock, but I'm like, for now, I'm just going to grab 2 because I have so many shadows that I love anyways, but I'm like, let me just grab 2. So this one I thought was really pretty. Let me do another swatch. Well, I'll show you. This one is the Glow Tulip. It's number 3. So there is that. I like that I feel like when you see it in this, it looks super pink. And as I sit here in my hot pink shirt, I'm going to tell you that I'm not really into bright pink colors. I promise. This is really the only bright pink shirt that I have. And I've had it for years, and I don't remember, like, I don't wear it regularly, but I was like, well, we are going to the zoo. So this one is my absolute favorite. So I got this in the mail, and I already had my makeup done. We had plans on Saturday. It was seriously such a fun weekend. Like, I was so sad when I went to bed last night because I'm like, that weekend was so fun and so needed. I didn't want it to end, but it was a lot of fun. So this one, and my makeup was already done for our plans that we had Saturday, but when I saw this one in the mail and I swiped it on my hand, I'm like, I need that. But look how pretty that is. It's like a champagne color, but it's actually called Joker. So it's number 2 Joker, and number 3 Glow Tulip. And I think I'm going to I might actually just I don't know how I'll do both of them, but the Joker, I just swiped it all over. It's so pretty. But maybe I'll do Glow Tulip. So what I do, it's just kind of a learning curve for me using the liquids because I'm not used to wearing them. But what I did on Saturday when I did it was I kind of treated it the same way I do my liquid matte lipsticks. I pull the wand out and then try to get as little product as I can on the wand. And, it's all right here on the end, so if I need more product, I can just dab it. But I'm going to show you how pretty this is. And then you just brush it on. How easy is that? Hey, Kaylee. Kaylee, I thought of you whenever I started this live because I'm getting ready to talk about my meditation that I'm doing. And I was going to message you as soon as this was over. And if you do stay on here to listen, just know that I am not... Oh, look, I can see your comment. I literally have been saying I can't see anyone's comment, so I'm not ignoring you. But there you are, Kaylee. Maybe this was meant to be. Okay, so that's how easy putting on this liquid shadow is. That is Glow Tulip, just a super, super small layer. And I'll do these again this week when I'm out in the main room, in our dining room. That's like my favorite place to do my makeup because we have just huge windows, and it's basically just a wall of window, I feel like, and the lighting's obviously perfect in there. But for the sake of me not having to have Coco hanging off of me and Very's here, so I'm like, I'm just gonna sneak in here, pray that I keep my service on my phone, because that's sometimes when I come in here, I lose service. But so far, we are golden. That's so pretty. Hey, Megan. And that is it. That's so pretty. I mean, and these I like because there's so many different things you can do with them. Obviously, I'm going to wear both of mine just so you can see what they're like. But this one's Glow Tulip and this one is Joker. Joker is probably my favorite. And there's another one that's kind of similar to Joker I think I'm going to order next, because I want to order some more false lashes just to try some more of the styles, because I really, really, really like the Keep It Cool style. It's super, I don't know, it's super low-key, which is what I like for false lashes. So there's that. Let me put on Joker, and then I will start talking about my meditation. So I don't even know how I should get started with that. Mainly, okay, so if you are, I feel like I'm very spiritual, but I'm also, like, I also believe in God. I know that there's a God, but I also am very in tune with the universe and all things spiritual. Like, I believe in both sides of it. I'm not like a, cut down the middle, you can either do one or the other. I don't go that way. So I know some people don't believe in meditation, some people don't believe in yoga, some I don't really know everyone's beliefs, but I know that from a spiritual standpoint, in order to have, how do I want to say that? In order to really be in tune with the spiritual side, this might sound weird, but you have to have a good relationship with money, a healthy relationship with money. And I can tell, I can testify to this on how much my mindset has changed. When you see me post about changing your mindset and flipping your switch, just flipping it, I'm being genuine. This truly works, and it's something that I have worked on my mindset for years. It's not something that I just, woke up last Monday and was like, oh, I'm just gonna be happy and positive, and that's not how it happened. It's continuous. It's daily work. It's daily journaling. It's daily expressing gratitude. It's daily meditation. It's just the intention of just wanting to be and wanting to be a better person, right? I feel like we all strive to be that at some point, if not all the time in our lives. And hold on, this might mess me up a little trying to talk and do this. So I'm just kind of putting a thicker layer of Joker on my, I guess where I would normally put eyeliner, because I'm not going to wear any eyeliner. Just so I can show you how both of them are look together. But the Joker is what I wore by itself on Saturday. I kind of kept my makeup, even for our wedding that we went to on Friday, I kept my makeup just kind of low-key, which felt nice also. So I feel like I'm always trying to do a natural glam, and I'm no, I just want the minimum. But when I saw the Joker, I had to put it on, and it went on really, really well. Okay, so you have to have a good relationship with money, and it's just one of those, if you start looking at money as an energy, and there's so many. So I attended a course last summer on, it was called Sacred Money Mastery Group. It was just a group of women. The girl that did it, I actually connected with her on social media a couple of years ago. You've probably heard me talk about her, but she's one of the most genuine relationships that I've built on social media through this platform. And it's not through, I think that I like it so much, and it's so much it's genuine because it wasn't based on products. She was in network marketing when I first met her. I wasn't interested at all in what she so I think that's how our conversation started. She did cold message me, and she wanted me involved in what she was doing, and I told her that I just wasn't interested, because I like being honest with people. Communication is key, because I didn't want someone to keep like coming after me, because I'm like, I'm just not interested. But there was something about her that I really, really vibed with, and I just stayed in contact with her over the years, and kind of watched her evolve in a very spiritual way. Like, she had went to I feel like she spent a lot of time at a Kundalini yoga retreat. So now she's certified in Kundalini yoga, which is a really, really powerful form of yoga. That's probably what I'm going to do with her next, because Kaylee, if you're still watching, she does like a bunch of different challenge. They're called challenges, but it's not really a challenge. It's like, I feel like that almost makes it too like masculine to say, but that's basically, just to keep it, I guess, simple for now, basically a challenge. And I believe when this one ends, this is our prosperity meditation challenge right now. I believe when this one ends, she's doing a Kundalini. So that's probably what I'm going to do next with her. But she does life coaching and like women's empowerment stuff. So this business thing that I did with her last summer, it was for money mastery. And that was when, you know, obviously that's the time frame that I had switched from my previous company to pharmacy, because I needed more income. I was basically at a standstill where I was before. I wasn't growing anymore. I was stagnant, and that's okay to admit. Like, it's a part of life. If you stay somewhere and you're not really doing anything, like, you're going to be stagnant. And so obviously I had left, and that was my main focus, I wanted a better relationship with money in general. And I was so tired of this stigma around money, and it seeming like money was just this bad thing to talk about. Like, you need money for literally everything. So why is there such a bad stigma around it? And, you know, I don't know if I know anyone besides this girl that talks positively about money. And so I did this little course with her. I think it might have only been like a month long, but it really started to change my mindset in that aspect of how I thought about money and how I dealt with it and how I treated it and my habits with it were. And it just started this spiral effect. And I just felt like whatever she's doing, like, I need more of it. And I just stayed in even closer contact with her after that. And I feel like I did something with her in the fall. She did a gratitude, I forget what she called that challenge, but it was basically for gratitude. And we had Zoom meetings every day, and just talked about gratitude in different areas of our life, and really practice on journaling and just getting intentional with your gratitude, and just getting intentional with being like grateful for everything. Like, not just, you know, the bigger things, not just your home or your car or your job, but being grateful for like the clean water that runs through your home, being grateful for the washer that you have to wash your clothes, being grateful for your clothes, you know, being grateful for the money that you have to go buy new clothes when you need new clothes, and just really just getting into this space of complete appreciation for everything. And that kind of leads in like right into meditation, because you know, after that challenge was over, that was a longer one. That was a couple, like that one was 3 months long, that we practiced journaling together. And what was the next one? So basically after that one ended, she was doing the prosperity challenge, but it's based on a Hindu goddess, Lakshmi. And I'm not really familiar with stuff like that, but Lakshmi is a Hindu goddess who is just all about wealth and abundance and prosperity and feminine energy, and just like all things women empowerment, really. And Lakshmi is just very powerful in that way. And it took me a while to want to do it. 'Cause, you know, I kept seeing her advertise it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm not really familiar with meditation, honestly. You know, I like yoga, but I've never like had my own space of just meditation. And I decided, you know what the heck, like, I'm all into, you know, just having a different mindset and being open to new things. You know, like, I've never done a prosperity challenge like this. I'm not familiar with the prosperity challenge. I'm not familiar with meditating this many days in a row. It's a 40-day challenge. and I want to see, what the experience is like. So I signed up and paid for that. We started, it was like at the very end of January. So we're on today's day 19. So I haven't done mine yet, but she normally does a Zoom call or, like a Zoom meeting every day, and there's a set time, but she records them. And that was I think that's why I was waiting on so long before I made my commitment, because she didn't know if she was going to record them or not. And I'm like, I can't attend if you're not recording, because, the time of day that it was, like, I'm home with both of the kids. And Coco, Django is my easy one, obviously, but Coco's a baby, so I don't know if we're going to be teething, if we're going to be going down for nap time, and I want to, like, enjoy my meditation. So she switched it and started recording them, so now I pretty much watch them, like, once Barry comes home from work, and we eat and whatnot, and then I take my quiet time to meditate. But this is a mantra meditation, so you're basically, it's all about your vibration, and it's so cool. It's really interesting to see what you go through, like, kind of spiritually and mentally almost, because you are bringing up a lot of, like, that's something that a lot of people don't realize with meditation or with a healing journey of any sort, is you are bringing up a lot of stuff that's just rooted and stuck deep inside you. And as you start to heal and you're going through this healing process, things come up and you're going to start feeling more emotion. So the first week, so there's been 2 full weeks of February, and that was kind of what I was basing it off of. So the first week that I did it, like, fully committed in February, I felt so good. Like, I couldn't explain it. It's just like something higher was just kind of taking over, or just experiencing something different than what I was used to. It's just like this higher energy vibration. And but then the second week, I just felt weird. I'm like, what is going on? But I'm all about trusting the process, and I'm all about being consistent. I know that consistency is literally the secret sauce for anything. Whatever it is that you're doing in life or trying to accomplish, like, you've got to stay consistent. So I just kind of pushed through those feelings that I was getting, and stuck with it. But anyways, I will say, like, obviously I was away this weekend with Barry, and normally I do work my business, regardless of if I'm sick or if I am, away, because this is my source of income. This is how I am able to be home with my kids. So I'm always really consistent, but I will say that I always have a plan. I always have some sort of something planned out for whenever things come up. So I'm not just glued to my phone for hours, if I feel like that's how that makes that seem, but I'm definitely not, because there's trainings, there's ways to get around having your content ready to rock and roll for when anything comes up. However, this weekend it was just special, and it was the first time that we've had, like, that much time to ourselves without kids since we've had Coco, and she's going to be a year on Friday. So I intentionally didn't allow myself to do much at all with my business, and I didn't even do my meditation challenge until I picked it back up yesterday. I guess I can't say that I didn't do it at all. I didn't do, like, the whole length of time that we have recorded. I just kind of, and that's kind of one of the things, like, with meditation, I feel like messy meditation or messy action is better than no action at all. So I feel like I had more messy action in that aspect on Friday and Saturday, but yesterday I made sure to pick back up, where I left off, just to keep going, and I really, really like it. But for meditation, it really enhances your self-awareness, and that all kind of ties into, like, self-love and just feeling different about yourself. And I feel like, I don't know if I express it enough, but I am definitely, I feel like I can I don't know. I don't even know how to say it, because I know how it feels when you're stuck in that place and you see these people just say, oh, just flip your mindset, just change your mindset. But when you're already in that dark spot and you have literally no clue how to get going to start switching your mindset, like, I know that it's kind of frustrating to hear, or it's annoying, and but I'm telling you, consistency is key. Like, I am proof, and I feel strong enough in my mindset that it's something that I can strongly help others with now. And that's kind of something that I like to pull into my accountability calls with my team. Like, not everyone on my team wants to be held accountable, but the ones that do, I am in communication with them a lot throughout the month. And mindset has a lot to do with what we can do with ourselves and with our business and with other areas of our lives. But just a few benefits of meditation that I jotted down so I could have to share with you. One of them that I think is super important is that it helps you have a stronger appreciation for life. And that really, really ties into journaling, expressing gratitude, and like getting into the nitty gritty things that you're grateful for instead of the bigger picture. Like, what are the little things that you are grateful for? And something that I think is really interesting and kind of cool, because it's just kind of how our subconscious mind works, and everything kind of works together and flows. But when I was born with weak lungs, and I was really sick throughout the majority of my life. And thankfully, I have been able to overcome so much throughout the years. And that is something, it's like whenever I journal, I get in this place where I just let it flow. I don't go in a certain, it's not like I'm writing sentences or paragraphs. I just start jotting down anything and everything that I'm grateful for. And just about every single page that I journal has something to do with me being grateful for my health and having breath and air in my lungs. And I just think it's so funny, or, not funny, but it's just cool, because subconsciously, like, I know, like, my body knows where it started and it knows where it is now. And it's just come so far. So I just really kind of freestyle it, I guess, and get into everything that I'm grateful for, whatever pops up, whether, even if it's a certain friend or family member. If I think, oh, that's, sometimes someone will pop up and I'm like, well, that's kind of weird that they're popping up for me to be, like, I'm trying to journal right now, but it doesn't matter. I'll write them down, be like, you know what, I'm grateful for whoever just, Sally, whoever just popped up all the times in my unconscious, because she's here, she's helped me so much in the time that I've known her. And yeah, so it's just really interesting. But so meditation is obviously good for giving you a stronger appreciation for life. It's good for your immunity. It helps control your addictions, and it increases your mental discipline, and it's going to help you develop a stronger will, which is something that I'm also trying to be really intentional with, is food and just what I'm putting into my body. And meditation and just expressing gratitude, like, they seriously help with so much. And when people come to me, and because they're looking for advice that's not skincare and makeup related, it's at a deeper level, like, those are the things, like, that's how I know how to help you, is because I do these things daily. Like, I'm very much into my gratitude and my journaling, and when something's bothering you, I'll journal. So I know I'm not really talking about benefits of journaling, but one of the benefits of journaling is, kind of writing out something that's bothering you. It's almost just a brain dump. Whatever's up here, whatever is bothering you, maybe it's something that, I guess I'll just use my husband as example, because I know that he's right here, but, maybe it's something I'm just so, like, upset with him about, or annoyed with him, but maybe I really know that it's probably something silly. So instead of, putting that off onto him, into his space, into his energy, and making something of something that's not really a big deal, instead you can just journal it. And I promise it really helps, because you're still getting it out. Just because something is bothering you doesn't mean that you need to affect someone else with it. Now, obviously, there are cases where if someone's really, like, there's a conflict, obviously you should work it out. But That's just a little example of one way that journaling can help you. Like, besides expressing gratitude, like, you can just journal something down. If someone annoyed you, just journal it down. Get it out of your mind. Just let it go. Stop holding on to things, because we hold on to so much, and it affects our health so much. And I swear that this has a lot to do with my healing journey, and like the reason that I will keep healing is because of what I'm doing. It's the courses of actions that I do every single day that will help continue like my healing journey. So something else with meditation, it relieves stress, which we know is so important, because stress like will just attack your body. And you probably know, if you are someone that's also suffering with autoimmune, or you're just stressed a lot, I guarantee your body's not happy with you if you are stressed. If you're living a stressful life, if you're stressed with work, if you're stressed with, your home life, if you're stressed with whatever, like it really, really eats at you. It attacks your adrenals, your liver's going to get, like, everything's going to be inflamed and not happy with you until it's going to be one snowball after the other of sicknesses. And I already said it helps to discipline your mind, which I just think is so important, with disciplining our mind and just helping us be more alert and intentional with things that we're doing. And I don't know why I feel like I keep trying to like go over food more, but something that I try to be more cautious or intentional of what I'm eating, what I'm putting in my mouth, because I just want to be healthy. But something that's important is, if you are in that space in your life right now where you are trying to eat a certain way because maybe you're trying to lose weight, like, don't you have to just, if you have a slip up, if you've been doing good for a month and you're just like, what, I sneakers today, I was just having a rough day. Yes, you shouldn't do that, but you did it, so move on. Like, get your voice for your next meal. And it's just, it helps with things like that. It helps you feel good, you feel light, you feel energized. I can't tell you how many times I come out of the room at night from meditating, and very last of me, like, my soul feels so energized, and I'm happy, and I'm just ready to go. Like, I'm ready for whatever's next. I'm ready for whatever's coming at me next. Like, whatever the world is bringing to me, I'm welcoming it with open arms, because that meditation session just made me feel so free and enlightened and energized. Like, it's so healthy for you. And for me, I don't know, I feel like I would rather be in a space having a bunch of healthy habits like these, like meditation and journaling and expressing gratitude, drinking water, than I would anything else. So I'm all about just being healthy. But I really, so we're on the 19 now of the prosperity challenge, and so tomorrow will be halfway, and I'll do my meditation tonight. And there are different types of meditation. I really don't know. I'm not going to pretend that I know them all, because meditation is new to me, but I know there's something called guided meditation, which I don't know if that's what mine is too, since it's all on a Zoom. But the majority of my meditation that I'm doing is a mantra meditation, because we really focus and concentrate on the vibration of our body, and how that how it vibrates into the universe. And your thoughts are things, like your thoughts, I know that you've seen that, like, quotes, and you probably hear other people say it, but it's so, so, so true, that what you think is basically how you're talking to yourself. So that's another way that I consistently work on switching my mindset, are thoughts that I have. And if I think something, I've been really open with you before about, like, body image and, self-esteem or low self-esteem, and how far I've come with that. Sometimes it still creeps up. And that was one of the things that during, last week with meditation, that was something that kept blocking me. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I haven't cared about my body image, I don't know how long, but all of a sudden I'm worrying about it while I'm trying to meditate. I'm trying to focus, and I'm concentrating on something that just kept popping up. And I noticed that last night, like, after we, had this, so we had a great weekend, and, spent the day with the kids and my mother-in-law, and then came home, and that's this and do my meditation, and I thought I was like able to have happy thoughts again. I do love myself, and I feel like I look really good. I like the way that I look. I like the way that my body is right now. I like what it's going through. I like what it's gone through, what it just went through over the past year, or 2 years of carrying me, and just everything. I love it all, and our bodies are constantly just going through a cycle, and I was just so glad that I was able to snap back out of that body image. But that's just the point to make, that, it doesn't matter how much we have worked on switching our mindset or how much we've really worked on ourselves. Like, it doesn't mean that I'm always this happy-go-lucky person. Like, I still have bad things that will come up, but I've disciplined myself enough to recognize that that's not how I really feel. That's not really how this is working. And I just, talk myself back out of it and switch my mindset. So you can't say that it doesn't work or that it's annoying to hear until you consistently try it yourself. And by the way, I'm still loving my mascara primer too, with my star look, of course. So I am going to hop off of here now because I noticed that this is starting to glitch a little, but I hope you guys are having a happy Monday, and I know you'll be seeing more of me this week. I have more videos planned and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And just a last minute reminder before I do hop off, you have until tonight at 11:59 p.m. to receive free shipping on $50 orders from Pharmacy. And I let my VIP group know, so if you're not in there, I'll let you know as well. If you are wanting to place an order and it doesn't hit $50, please message me before you place it. That way I can do it for you. And I hope that you guys have a great night.